Obviously very happy with how it was going, and the way that they played, the shots that they played, certainly on a wicket that we saw. When you bowl well, you can create some pressure, the little variable bounce. We were going to bat first anyway as well. Having a look at the weather, it wasn't going to rain and there wasn't as much grass as the previous match, so we wanted to bat. And I think the way that they equipped themselves, Gurbaz especially, the way that he played his natural attacking style, along with the way that Ibrahim was a nice foil at the other side, and Gurbaz didn't have to worry about another new batsman at the other end. So that was a good sort of dovetailing, if you like. So very happy with the first 35 overs, yeah.
And the way you bowled, Bangladesh stood no chance in the first 3 wickets and then another plus 12 wickets.
I thought the way Faisal started first over was a maiden. Certainly when a team's chasing 330, you want to start well with the ball, and he bowled a maiden first over. So sometimes you can let the momentum, the opposition get a good start. So the way that he bowled, and obviously Wajib, the way that he bowled as well, was fantastic. So I think we bowled and we learned about the wicket as well, how to bowl in it. So hopefully we can apply that in the third game.
Looking ahead to the third game, are there areas in the middle order that you asked them to maybe tone it down, maybe, or was it, you think it was natural that the rest of the batters went after the bowling after that?
I think because the batters were sitting there watching how easy they were making it look, I don't think it was easy. I think it was a type of wicket where a new batter starting is difficult. Once you're in, we saw the way Mustafa played there. You can rotate but you need 2 batters at the same time doing that. So the trick is going to be for our batsmen the new batters coming in, because you're going to lose wickets, that's cricket. But the most important thing is that the new batter gets going better. And I think we sort of maybe looked too far ahead instead of worrying about getting another partnership building.
Told that he worked with balance position. Can you just elaborate what kind of work he did actually?
Say that again, sorry?
Balance position.
Yeah.
He worked on his balance position, so what kind of work he did, can you tell us?
I think just with Gurbaz is him just being as still as possible at release. Sometimes he's moving, and I think sometimes a player as talented as Gurbaz, sometimes they can get wrapped up in technique instead of actually just watching the ball and making the game as simple as possible. That sometimes as humans, we complicate things, and we certainly complicate cricket sometimes. And a player like Gurbaz, who has a hand-eye coordination like he has, sometimes it's just about simplifying the game and just being as simple in the mind, technically as well. That's the most important thing. So he's worked hard. Hopefully he can back it up in the third ODI again.
Coach, after the disastrous performance in that lone test, did you really expect that the boys will turn up like this and dominate the ODI series and the white ball series? Did you really expect it like this?
No, I arrived in Bangladesh obviously having the test match disappointed the way that it went. But I think we learned again as a side, and we watched and realized, not that we realized, but we realized just how much progress Bangladesh have made in all areas of the game, so that we needed to be at the top of our game to come here and compete, which I think we have been. But it's important that we focus on the next game as well. Don't get too wound up or too hyped up, because if we want to improve as a side, we can't rest on our laurels. We've got to keep looking, especially with Asia Cup, World Cup leading into it. So when you go to competitions or cups, you need to win and then keep winning. You can't win a series and then relax. You need to maintain that. So the challenge for us going forward is to make sure that we honor it just as much as we were today, and we put in the same performance and make that a habit. But Bangladesh are a good side. I think they haven't lost here for how many years?
They didn't lost any series in the last 8 years, except against England.
8 years.
England beat them in the last 8 years.
Well, that's nice to have something in common with England. So yeah, that's good, and hopefully we can have a good game. Third game, hopefully get 3-0.
Coach, about Bangladesh perspective, do you think the Tamil Iqbal incident affected Bangladesh team during their second ODI?
I don't know. You'll have to ask them. I don't want to comment on Bangladesh. I'm just worried about our change room. But It seems to have been a lot of media attention. There seems to be a lot, but whether it affected the players, I have no idea. You have to ask the players. The Bangladesh side are very experienced. So I'm not sure whether it would have or wouldn't have.
What about Ibrahim Zabran? I mean, the way he played and the way he's played in Sri Lanka, how impressed are you with his coach?
Very good, and obviously he's going to improve hopefully the older he gets. And the way that he played, but also the maturity he showed in the knock, realizing that Gurbaz was being attacking. Sometimes for a young player, you try and copy that and maybe get out of your little bubble. But the way that he played was very mature, and then it was important that he stayed there towards the end of the innings, otherwise we may have lost our way if he had got out as well. So credit to him and fantastic innings.
For Gurbaz, is it playing to the covers and straight? Is that his trigger for a big innings? Is that what makes him comfortable?
Sorry, guys, can we just keep it down? Let's have a bit of respect, please, for the questions. Sorry?
About Gurbaz, is his trigger down the ground, playing down the ground, is that his trigger for a bigger knock, or does that make him confident?
Well, I think he scored everywhere around the ground, so I think that he scored everywhere. I think with Gurbaz, it's a case of him playing his, taking his time sometimes. I think he rushes it and thinks every game's a T20. So the longer Gurbaz bats for us, the more chance we have of winning, and that's all I say to him. Good?
Thank you very much.
Cheers guys.